right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, good afternoon. So I wanted to talk today about the DREAMS program, right? I want to go in depth. So my understanding, right, I think a lot of people at this point my thought process was a lot of people at this point were aware and understood how the DREAMS program worked. So the motivation behind this video, I had a client contact me 2 days ago, and they were looking to, again, get into homeownership. And when I asked them about the DREAMS program, if they were aware, and they had no knowledge. So I'm like, no, right? So we went in depth, made sure it actually made sense for her and she could qualify. And she did. She was extremely excited, right? And now we're going to put her in a position where she's probably going to save about 40 grand putting towards the house and covering closing costs. I mean, it's a beautiful, fruitful program. So, boom, here we are. That's why this video is coming out. So, MassDREAMS program, what is it? So it kicked off September 12th. So this was excess money that was from COVID. They decided to use and allocate some funds for first-time home buyers for those who were impacted, right? Who lived in impacted communities, should I say. So first stage, right? How do you qualify? You have to currently live for a minimum of 30 days. Sorry, take out those quotations. Let's pull those back. You didn't see those. You have to live in an impacted community for at least 30 days. So as long as you currently live in one of those impacted communities, you initially first stage qualify, right? And what that means is as long as you lived in one of those, Boston, Randolph, Fall River, Attleboro, Fitchburg, Brockton, like there's several of them, there's a list of them. But as long as you currently live in one of those communities, you can purchase anywhere in the state of Massachusetts. So you do not have to purchase in one of the impacted communities. You just have to currently live in one of the impacted communities. So as long as you do that, you can purchase anywhere in the state of Massachusetts. So that's stage one. So how this works is, let's say you do live in there, right? There are certain area income levels you need to meet, right? So based on income where you currently are, and the income levels are pretty reasonable as well. So depending on what community you decide to purchase in will determine, right, where your income level falls in. So as long as you're at that 100% of area average income, median income, you're at that 100% or less, you'll get up to that 50%, that $50,000. So there's two brackets, right? One, depending on where your income falls, you'll either obtain the $50,000 or you'll obtain the $35,000. So how this works, let's say you get approved, you're qualified for the 50,000 mark. 5% of your total purchase price, right? So let's say you're purchasing a property of, let's just say $500,000. 5% of that, right, which would be $25,000, 5% will automatically go towards your down payment. Automatically, offer it. The remaining money, right, can be used for closing costs, which can range from $5,000 to $11,000, $12,000, depending on the property, the situation, and all the other components are part of it. Some lenders are offering waived mortgage insurance, which is huge, right? That's a whole nother $300 to $500 monthly wiped off, right? Not even part of this, just wiped off because they have a certain program. But if you're with a lender who doesn't have that program, you can use single premium insurance. It'll cover, as well as be able to lessen your interest rate, right? It's called buy down points. It has a certain impact. So you can use the money, first has to be 5% towards the purchase price. So offer it. And then the remaining, right, can be used for closing costs, single payment insurance, as well as buying down points. So the good part, you can essentially come to the table purchasing a multifamily or single family and have no money out of pocket, right? You'll have to put up the initial earnest money deposit, right? So when we make an offer, that's the initial $1,000 and $9,000, or depending on whatever you make as a purchase and sales agreement amount, but typically 1 to 9. That's the money you'll put up front, and a lot of times you'll get that credited back should you have money left over in that reserve, which you can. So big opportunity, and there's so much to do. And again, I have certain clients right now already going to be closing soon who's taking advantage of this. I have colleagues who have clients that have already taken advantage of this and have closed and gotten 100% money back as far as what they put down. The program covered their entire down payment, their home ownership with no money down. I mean, there's so many ways to win. There's a lot of reasons to complain and say why you can't win, but there's so many reasons to win if it makes sense. If it doesn't, it's not for you, right? And yeah, there may be a time that you need to stop, but if you can put yourself in a position and you can afford it and handle it and take advantage of one of these programs, stop delaying your success. Stop delaying your family's wealth, what you deserve and entitled to. Listen, let's get this work. Let's eat. I'll see you soon. JB, check it out.